Yeah, you can look. Welcome to a demo. This is Roman's Christmas.
Matt, is this the furry dating sim?
It's a furry detective game. I looked up free games with Christmas in the title.
I think I've seen this before.
Have you now?
I think I have.
I know nothing about
Yeah,
this.
I think I've seen Matt.
know nothing about this, except it was a free demo, and it said Christmas in the
Wait,
title.
is it demo?
It's a demo.
The snow stopped.
Clue.
The
Char. Oh, look at me.
A gray wolf, 32 years old.
Oh, we're gonna alienate all the furries in
The
our...
detective pushed open the heavy gates of the snow-covered tavern.
Yeah.
He went on the same way as he came here, stepping on the snow-buried stone pavement.
Show me the furries.
Don't.
What?
Day 1, 23rd of December, 1285.
I must know. What?
It's great.
What? Okay.
It's Christmas in 2 days, as well as the end of my fast.
What does this do? Auto pass time. What is
No,
happening?
don't auto pass time.
Okay.
Though it's nice to feast for on Christmas, I still cannot bear the 1 month fast. A whole month without any means of meat for a wolf could certainly
right?
turn him into a hare. Next time, I will not fast for a month in exchange for solving
Okay.
cases.
Okay.
Luckily, that case closed just before it ruined my vacation at Tavern White Star.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm gonna make it through this whole demo. I'm just gonna be real.
No, just keep going, keep going. Got
gonna be
this.
great.
And I won't let any sorts of case interrupt my vacation.
This is number 3, by the way. This is the 3rd Christmas
Oh.
episode. The one I want for the second one is worse than this, possibly.
All right,
Anyway, go up on Christmas.
Not even murder! I tightened my fur coat, tightened my butthole, and continued to walk towards the distant tavern in the cold breeze.
Show me the furries. I want to make fun of it, even though I know that some of our audience is furry.
We have to build up first.
I'm
This
sure-
is world building.
There's people that come into my chat sometimes on Twitch and are like, "I'm a furry," and I'm like, "Okay."
When the warm breath coming out of me got frozen again on my snort, I finally saw the sign of White
Also,
Star.
this was originally in Japanese, so
I wonder why the tavern keeper won't move to a better place. Without their excellent cider, a tavern far from downtown wouldn't last a year.
am I right, fellas?
Yeah, the door hinge creaked. I'm glad we didn't fully render any of the background.
It's really great.
The door hinge creaked as I pushed the door. A warm scent consists mostly of
Other
fireplace.
buttholes. Other dogs.
A warm scent consists mostly of fireplace bacon and wheat bread encircled me.
Alright, I didn't even catch that song.
On the wall hang several well-painted portraits of white furred dragons.
Ooh.
Not white fur. Oh!
I just don't know what to do. You know?
Alright, male or female?
I haven't seen you for a while. What would you like to have today?
Dude, I love how his shoulders.
I'm sorry, what?
Sarzan.
No!
Oh!
The vlog!
He halted. Sarzan was dusting one of his precious portraits when I came into the tavern.
I want to see the character.
He halted a bit.
An azure scaly dragon, keeper of White Star, around 40 years old, loves white furry dragon. He's a great cook.
He loves white furry dragons.
Well, I
like the grammar.
feel like I have learned everything I need to know about him.
I like how his shoulders make room for the horns. He halted a bit, then continued his work. Why does he, as an azure dragon coated with scales, love white-furred dragons so much? Maybe you'll never know.
Is he a bear? Is he a twin? Are white furred dragons twins?
Matt, I don't know if any of these have genders. Same as usual.
They literally said male!
Same as usual, but I'm still in a fast that wouldn't break until the day after.
Got it.
Tarzan put down the duster, rubbed his hand with the cloth on the counter, grabbed a beer mug, and headed towards the cellar.
Nice.
You wanna follow him? I hang my coat on the hat stand, sat beside the fireplace to warm myself up.
Oh yeah, the grammar's doing great.
What a coincidence to meet you here. What about buying me a drink? Whoa, where are you going?
I don't know.
What about buying me a drink to celebrate this moment?
Is everyone a dragon?
Dude, why is he so jacked?
How can you call this a furry game if you're all dragons?
Maybe it's a scaly game. Anzox.
Anthrax.
Heard me and came out from the corner, bringing his loot with him. He's a bard, yet without a lord to support his artistic
I'm so
career.
sorry, Anthrax.
Oh man, He's also into that detective stuff.
Am I right?
Though I doubt if he has the necessities of being a detective.
He's fond of reasoning, always together with his loot.
Dang.
Wow.
This is fun.
Oh,
Nowadays,
good,
he travels between taverns, earn his living, while hoping some overlords to support him.
Great, love this.
Oh, what a coincidence!
You're Roman.
I'm so flattered that you still remember me, Roman, the great detective.
I can never forget that face.
With that loot, I would never forget a guy
never
who
mind.
mied me every time.
Oh, you're that
possible.
guy. You're the guy that calls an emergency meeting just to say, I swiped really good.
Shut up.
Is that you?
No.
Oh, okay, my
That's
bad.
a funny idea. Of course I do. You left such an impression on me last time when I was trying. You had such an impression to me. My butt hurt for days. I was trying to solve the case of. Oh, please don't. I'm really sorry for that. Anzox fled, carrying his loot.
You're trying way too hard. Anthrax.
Great, saved a pint for myself.
It's Anthrax, Tarzan,
And
Roman
Roman.
is easy enough.
It's almost dinner. However, no other customers come. Is it because of the heavy snow?
Yo, here's a rant. Here's an obscure rant. Yo,
Yeah?
shout out to Roman in my 4th grade class,
Yeah.
whose mom was president of the PTA, and there was a
Alright.
drawing for, like, you know, if you sell certain things, you can enter the drawing, and it was for a mini fridge that was like a mini Coke machine that you could have in your bedroom, and I was like, that sounds sick. I really want that. So I sold like 2 things, and I got like 1 entry, which in retrospect was not going to be enough to win the raffle.
Yeah.
And then Roman freaking won it because his mom's president of the PTA, and they probably sold a bunch of crap. Anyways, that's all.
It's a fine. I had one of those too. His name was Blake.
We all did. There's a PTA kid.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel thirsty after staying by the fireplace for too long.
Yeah.
What kept Tarzan from bringing up the booze? I looked around and saw a guy covered in choir robe and veil, wearing a what?
The doubts blah blah blah.
Wearing a
blah,
Vopna cross around the corner.
Daniel, I don't know how you're gonna do it, but I want you to find what Greek letter this is and put it on screen now.
Do you even know if it's Greek?
No, if
It
it's
looks
not a
pretty
Greek
Greek.
letter, put it on screen now that it's not a Greek letter and move on with your life.
Okay.
Just
thank
look
you.
up the Greek alphabet. You get it?
Find him. Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool. Oh, he's a freaking cat, dude!
The candlelight couldn't lighten his figure. His mug of cider is left
He's a
untouched.
freaking cat!
Whoa.
Is he gonna roll a D-Nat 20 or
Who
whatever?
in the heaven is this? Why this disguise? Hasn't he heard of the saying, do in Rome as Rome does?
Love that saying. Honestly, the translation is not that bad.
No, I kind of wish it was worse. Tarzan came out from behind the counter, handed me a mug along with a script.
I think that's a script.
Man, that is elegant. Capital E. If you find out anything... Wait, who's saying this?
It's it's Tarzan, I think.
I have no idea, dude.
If you find out anything regarding her, do keep it to yourself. I forgot that I voiced Tarzan.
Her?
Oh, I gotta know now. A mysterious guy. To my surprise, I failed to find out she's a woman.
He literally called her a woman.
Well, I think he called her a woman.
Yeah. Oh, no, like her? Whatever. I've seen Stranger Things. It's a good show.
I didn't like season 4.
Yeah.
I've seen 2
There's
episodes.
Dang.
I'm pretty sure there's a 4th season, isn't there?
So many. I shoved the crip up my sleeve.
Oh no. But
Drank
he's a he's a crip.
drank a gulp of cider and purposely made a huge burp. Bye.
Bye everyone. Goodbye.
Bye, elegant. Good talk. I sat by my usual chair, enjoying myself in the quiet and familiar atmosphere. Looks like we're the only 3 customers here tonight.
Hey guys, just want to know real quick, just want to check in. Are we feeling the Christmas spirit? It's the week after, but I hope we're feeling it.
Oh boy. Logs in the fireplace were making tiny cracking sound. Tarzan sat behind the counter, reading the cookbook his father left him. Anthrax was playing the lute. Elegant went upstairs a while.
I'm gonna go beat his Luigi.
What?
Elegant.
Oh, that was
There's a Smash player named Elegant who plays Luigi.
that was a big reference. Maybe I will consider leaving here after retire.
Living here after retire. I will consider die after retire.
If White Star keeps its comforting atmosphere till then. Come to think of it, what could I do to kill the time before dinner is
What could we
served?
do?
I brought a brochure called A Brief History of Polio with me to do some reading during my vacation.
I really want the mystery to show up now.
Although I don't really need such a book to deepen my cognition, Polio, the country I belong.
My cognition, a polio, the country I belong.
It's a good game. I could also check out Light Star's Christmas special menu.
Wait, did you not take a drink? Idiot.
No, I thought he shoved something up his sleeve, I think.
He shoved the crip up his sleeve. But what
Crip.
about the food?
What
the
about
beer?
What about the blood? I'm still fasting, but a glimpse of a good menu and a little bit of imagination wouldn't bother. Maybe I'll just nap it out. I could use a good nap after losing sleep for almost a month.
Dude,
there's so much character
I took a
development.
creative writing class this semester, and I just finished it, because finals were this week. I just finished it.
Yeah.
I would like to say the world building, not very good so far. It's kind of good, but it's leaving me with many, many questions.
How many creative writing classes have you taken?
One.
So you're just not at the level of Roman's
my
Christmas
bad.
or
I'm
whatever.
so sorry. I'm just saying I wrote a murder mystery.
Did you have this much backstory?
No, because I was limited to 1,000 words.
Exactly. What do I do before dinner?
Is it anthrax? Maybe. Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no!
Something tells me somebody's coming to talk to us for each one of these. For the three other characters.
It's not a dating sim. It's a mystery novel.
Yeah.
So
I
pick
still
one.
feel like somebody's gonna come. Let's look at the menu. I might as well take a look at Tarzan's Christmas menu. I scanned through the thoroughly changed menu on the wall.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That took me a second.
Yeah. Whoa! Pale ale.
You eat birds?
Yeah.
You eat cow?
They're predator animals.
They're furries.
They're apex predators.
You want a schnitzel?
Yeah. Pale ale, cider, wine, plain bread, apple pie, and lamb chops. Nice and decent.
Do you want pepper? Spices, pepper.
Orange
White people
peel.
be like.
From inside the kitchen came the warm scent of stew and spice, satisfying in a way that home dishes do. Wow. Tarzan came out of the kitchen and brought me carrot stew and
You're
pale
fasting, you idiot.
ale. Oh, thanks.
You see, I don't really want to cook anything related to carrots, but given that you're still fasting,
What about fish? It's not that I don't like your stew, but fish is way better.
Is it
Dude,
just like a
Roman
like
is so rude.
Is it just pescatarian?
Yeah, maybe.
Fasting?
unfortunately my fishmonger fell into a fishing hole the other day.
I'm trying to do the same.
I would love to serve you some smoked herring, but I couldn't. Bon appetit.
That's not spelled right.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
I think it is.
Bon appetit? I'm pretty sure it's not an E at the end of it.
Oh, maybe not yet.
Bon appetit.
He turned back to the kitchen and brought Anthrax a lamb stew.
Also, Daniel, look that up, and if I'm wrong,
I will.
Call me out.
I'll make fun of you.
Cool.
I'm jealous. Elegant went downstairs, hasted a bit,
want
and
more of the
sat
cat.
at the corner table.
Bring me the cat!
She glimpsed at me. I quickly looked
But
the
not
other
in that way. Stop looking at me like that. I like kitties. I think they're cute and I
Not
want
like
to pet their little heads.
not like this, Matt.
Why do kitties have such small kissable heads if not to be kissed?
Man.
Zero.
Zero chapter Christmas Carol.
Investigating crime. What?
We open it up and he's like, now that I'm done investigating the murder scene, I should go report Anthrax's body. And it's like, what? After dinner, I sank into a rocking chair near the stove and drowsed off as usual. The pine wood, which rich in rosin in the fire, burst into slight exploding sounds from time to time. And
No, I'll tell you what the problem is. It needs commas. The pine wood, which rich in rosin in the fire, burst into the pine wood in the fire, which rich in rosin, burst into slight exploding sounds from time to time.
It makes sense, but it's not
nerd.
well done. And the single component in the position of 10 and joined also made a voice in rhythmical swings.
Saying.
Not that much people came to the tavern this month.
Tarzan brought a chair and sat down by my side, gazing at the fireplace.
Do you love me?
He put his scaly claws on my thighs. You'll be overwhelmed by the number of customers in a few days, just like the former years. Matt. Matt.
I always feel this year might be a little different, though. Can't really tell why.
Indeed, the wind is stronger recently, but not strong enough to affect.
Where'd your
business.
blue go? The blood came around and the crypt's backing out.
Whoa! Anthrax heard our conversation, came over from the other side of his loot.
I would like to say we are much too white to be making that joke.
I don't know what you mean.
Blood's in the crypts.
Crypts? I don't know. Such wind is unable to stop glutton's hunger for delicacy. After all, the dishes from Tarzan are incomparable delicious.
Incomparable.
Even if you adulate all my cooking skills, I wouldn't give you a discount.
That's my sincere words of praise.
Oh!
I wouldn't mind the discount, of course.
Get out of my way.
I ate him. In Lightstar, there are usually some uncertain forms of entertainment provided for guests who live overnight or stay up late to kill time.
Daniel, I'm so bored.
Every set. But we haven't
bored.
gotten to the. How long does this take?
I have no idea.
Every Saturday evening is a darts competition. If inspectors don't come here on weekends and all the guests are acquaintances, Tarzan would cover tables with the blue flannel for a round of wager or two. The snow was so heavy for inspectors to come. I elbowed Tarzan quietly and tipped him a wink.
Typed him a wink.
No, tonight.
He pointed to Elegant, whispering to me with one hand over his mouth. Well, after all, we don't know her that much, so we might as well find a safer amusement.
What is happening?
Call me down if you think of other activities. I still have a lot of things to do.
Wow.
Wow, what do you want to do tonight?
Oh! You want to go talk to Elegant?
Having no idea now. Y'all want to talk to Elegant?
By the way, I don't know Elegant very well. I'll ask her quietly when Anthrax doesn't notice.
Didn't
Why?
notice.
I walked towards the round chair which she was sitting by. Then I introduced myself while I took a chair out.
Well, took a chair out from the table gently.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Roman. I waited for Elegant to reach out for a handshake, but it seemed she didn't want to, so my right hand was half stretched out near awkwardly.
Legitimate question, if any furry is watching this, number one, I'm surprised that you're not angrily typing a comment yet. Number two,
no.
Do you have hairballs? Because that's my favorite thing that cats do, is when they just stand there and they stare at you and they go,
Matt, you're so...
And then they just throw up.
You're so uneducated.
Did I tell you that Priscilla's sister's cat threw up in my shoes when we went for Thanksgiving?
No.
She spent the whole day before being all rubbing her head in them, being like,
Aww.
these are my shoes now.
That's cute.
And then the next morning she said, I have shoes to throw up in.
That's less cute.
I will not throw up on the floor. My family does not like that.
That's fair.
Hello!
I'm sorry, I hope I'm not interrupting you. She nodded to give me the hint to sit when I'm about to push the chair back and end this awkward conversation.
Aw.
The lake blue eyes looked up and down at me under the veil. As a detective used to observing others, I'm not comfortable being scrutinized by such sharp eyes.
You're on good term with the owner here, aren't you?
That's true, but how can you tell?
The way you pass the information is too obvious.
How? I suddenly felt as if I were naked
Oh,
and all my
no.
secrets were exposed before her eyes.
Oh no.
Don't be nervous, I don't care about those details. Who doesn't have a few informers, not to mention you detectives?
I didn't notice until now that I was involuntarily biting my left thumb. What?
What are we? Are we a dragon? Are we a wolf? I think
We're a wolf. We're a 32-year-old gray wolf.
Oh, that's right. I'm so sorry.
Although I've tried to avoid it since I'm a child, I still can't get rid of it when I'm nervous.
I'm a child?
Since I'm a child.
No need to be polite, just tell you why you came to
I've
me.
been trying to bite my thumb off for 30 years. Alright. Relieved, I unclenched my fist and took out my handkerchief to wipe the sweat from the pad.
Actually,
I came here to ask.
Well, I feel that two of these things are fairly known. What are you doing?
man.
Never ask a woman these three things.
2021
Her race,
dating.
her wine, her gender.
Let's go with the wine. I feel like that's safe.
Your wine.
How come you never seem to drink?
I have to remain sober in case something unexpected happened.
At this moment, Anthrax suddenly came up. Deeping in conversation already?
Dude.
I came here to have a look because I'm afraid you guys have nothing to say. No need to worry.
Look at that smug grin.
I don't like it.
As she knows something.
I heard a puzzle in a tavern from another town. Are you guys interested? Sorry, we're kind of in the middle of...
What's the puzzle?
I am interested. Elegant seems to get interested, taking the wine and sat down with Anthrax by the fire.
I'm so ready. Tell me the
Do we play the puzzle game again?
Yo, the whole squad's here! Tarzan just finished cleaning the kitchen and came to sit by the fire.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. That's you.
Yeah, you came just in time.
I want to play the puzzle game again.
I'm not really in that mood. hear a story or
What
go
the
to
fuck? Listen to the stories!
You have nothing to do anyway. You can just listen and let us solving the puzzle.
I'd better do it by myself than leaving to you guys. Let's start, Anthrax. Anthrax cleared his throat,
is he gonna
stroking the
sing?
lute, and said, "After one night, the lonely windmill of the town stopped spinning. This is the first time in this town, in a small town, in more than 30 years, as the main source of income of the town is wheat." From afar, the villagers saw fan blade of the windmill no longer rotated. They thought that the sun and wind and snow could broke the transmission shaft of the windmill.
Same.
Almost all of them make a living on that mill, so they rushed to check it hastily.
I mean, who wouldn't, honestly?
The villagers came to the mill on the thick snow over their ankle. The dark wooden mill towered in the endless snow. The windmill was turned to an ominous position, looking like an inverted cross.
Oh no, but that's it, but it's Christmas!
That's a horribly shaped windmill if it looks like a cross.
Get to the point. We want the puzzle, not your cheap trick story.
Elegant tapped impatiently on the table with her fingertips while the Tarzan sitting aside listened attentively. "You all pay me anyway, so just sit and listen. Please continue." As they they getting closer, they found the maintenance basket of windmill was tied with hemp rope, which is to ensure safety.
Of course.
Please click the evidence button.
This is where's the evidence button?
Just keep going. We'll find it later. The miller was hanged in the middle of the air with his head down. His eyes were wide open in consternation. His face looked eerie and contorted like being in hell. His hands were stiff and hanging down approximately the same level with the edge of the windmill blades. The snow from yesterday scattered on his cold body.
Ordinary rope tying the miller on the maintenance baskets.
Like-
sick.
By the neck?
Dude, who even knows?
Ironically, the thing to ensure safety became a deadly weapon. No one could imagine that.
The miller's body was hanging upside down, his hands level with the windmill blades.
Oh, he was upside down.
Deadly.
Wait, did the safety rope really cause the death of the miller? What's wrong? The great detective Robin? After all, the safety rope was tied to the dead. Yes, but why the safety rope can't be the murder weapon?
Why the safety rope can't be the murder weapon?
Why the safety rope? Because it was tied around the ankle, yeah?
Was it?
He was hanging upside down.
Aw, frick.
It can't be deadly if it's tied to the ankle.
Is it like the bungee jumping that the sailors bring
Hold
back?
on, do we really need a great detective to decide?
That the sailors brings back from overseas?
Certainly, the safety rope must tie to the ankle or waist. Considering the position of the body, the only possible way was tied to the ankle. You are right, but there must be something called the miller. Something killed the miller. That's the question we about to discuss next. Go on, then. Like that, the miller dead strangely on his closest companion, the windmill. The detective in town made an initial inference that the old miller was repairing the windmill when he was drunk. The miller could accidentally slip and fall from the basket, but the cause of death was still unclear, which might be his head hit the windmill.
Oh my gosh. Wait, fight! First deduction!
Oh!
Frick, I gotta know! The miller was killed soon after he returned home, still in his coat. Every person in the town had an alibi when he died. The body had no wounds, maybe accidentally slipped and fell from the hanging basket. When repairing the windmill, cause of death is unknown. Maybe his head struck the mill?
Maybe. The best detective around is invited by the villagers to investigate the scene. He's an old-style detective. He wouldn't come for less than 13 rayar?
It's probably some fake money.
And all trip allowances.
13
rare, that's 910 cents.
Sorry, she did a little so I thought it was a her.
For only one case, he could eat a whole month's fried lamb chops if he hasn't vowed to fasting for a month.
No one
Dang,
will talk
he's throwing
like
shade.
that.
When can I have such payment?
Can't you? I thought you worth the price.
Anthrax wanted to laugh. He held back under my glare. One of the townspeople, is Anthrax in handcuffs?
No, I think he's just got like...
Oh, he's got a thing on his belt.
Yeah.
Okay. When the townspeople came to his humble residence, he was playing with the prism bought from the capital market behind his heavy desk. Sunlight from the small window passed through the lens and scattered 7 colors of light.
How prisms
That's
do.
what it do. After listening to the villager's narration, the detective struggled to get up from the easy chair with crutches, then asked his only servant to call the carriage. This is one of the few field investigations of him.
I just want to get through this I just want to solve this mystery and I'll feel satisfied.
On the one hand, the description of the crime scene is not detailed enough. On the other hand, it's a bizarre case.
The biggest problem is that the glib bard can't grasp the key point.
Oh man, how about you telling it? The suddenly interruption made Anthrax blush with anger.
Look at him blushing. He's so red.
It's fine, the unimportant details would make the story more vivid.
The next day after the murder, the detective arrived at the town in the afternoon. He learned from the gossip in the tavern that on the night of the miller's death, 2 people also spent the night in the mill, but they had alibis.
Well, yeah, if they're each other.
Who is it? One is the daughter of the miller, the other is the apprentice of the miller. They spent the night in the mill as usual.
Wow.
They were about those 2 people.
Why do they have character info?
Oh.
Cool.
Just the miller, I guess. I want to know.
Wait, why do you have character info?
Hans!
What? 18-year-old cat? That's not a cat!
Came from a nearby town.
Elena!
She doesn't even have details yet.
Dude, I bet she's hot!
Matt, she looks exactly like Hans.
Yeah, oops.
I want to know. Oh. Is there a need to know?
I wanna know if you really love me.
I want to know about the daughter of the miller. Elena, the miller's daughter, she's 16
never mind,
years
she's
old,
not hot.
a gray wolf, having many pursuers in this town, including several local nobles. I don't know, in 12, 15 or whatever, she's probably a little overdue.
12,
for
15,
marriage.
she's probably had 4 kids.
Yeah. It's not the only attribute. It is not only a tribute to her father's wealth, but also owed to her beauty. She has become the dream girl for every bachelor in the tavern since she was 14 years old. She had a good relationship with her father, at least other outsiders thought they had.
I mean, to be fair, we don't know the age of consent of cats. So...
yeah, in 16 years, she's like 112.
I would also want to know... She's a wolf.
Oh.
Frick, man. About the apprentice.
What about the miller's apprentice?
Yeah, we're getting through it.
The name of the apprentice is Hans. He came to the mill from the next town 8 years ago. At that time, he was just 10 years old. If it was not for the living, no parent could be so cruel. Huh? Fortunately, the miller treated him well.
Who knows, Daniel?
The apprentice was also very clever. He would do the best he can whenever the miller ordered.
Alright, I just want to get to the mystery. There's Rory had a close relationship with the daughter. Let me think.
Let me think. Go on.
What the frick? Why did you let me? Okay.
Just Monica.
The bought my interest. Go on.
What about the miller's reputation?
The miller is a good man in town who has lived in the town all his life without any enemy. His wife died of purple fever.
Purple fever.
Pearl fever shortly after she gave birth to Elena, and he has lived as an old bachelor ever since. Several drinking friends would meet in the pub almost every night after supper, drinking and talking until the tavern closed.
Okay.
I can't keep up the bit. I'm so bored.
Come on, Matt.
Sounds like some of the tavern's regular. Who the freak?
Stay in character.
Are we talking? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Updated the miller. In the tavern, the detective was also provided with additional hearsay. The miller had been extremely generous these days, and one day he even treated the people in the tavern a round of wine.
Wow, I love when I get treat a round of wine.
That's all the information's about the including voice. Oh boy.
Several days before he died, he got more generous.
So it was a suicide. He was getting rid of his stuff. The detective heard enough gossip of the noisy drinkers in the tavern walking towards the mill. Within 10 minutes, the detective arrived at the mill. What a clear and windless morning.
Same.
The snow at the gate of the mill hadn't been swept away by the overzealous villagers. The detective relieved and cautiously checked the snow from the outside.
Uh-huh.
Oh, it was important. Unexpectedly clean the snow was.
Unexpectedly clean the snow was.
Apart from the footprints left by the villagers who found the corpse in the outer circle and the footprints that went all the way to the front of the house, there's nothing except some messy traces in front of the last. Did he just have this on him?
I don't know what's happening.
It seems there was no shortcut to go. The detective put on his hat and came to the mill door, glanced down by accident before entering the door.
What it,
I don't know, dude. I don't know, Matt.
Love?
Nice.
Okay.
There seems to be a circular imprint around the last footprints in front of the door, and the stone used to hold the door had also been moved.
Why? That's like Jesus when he was resurrected.
What?
The stone used to hold the door had been moved. It's Christmas.
We just end the episode there.
I don't know.
We solved it. It was Jesus.
Okay, here we go. We're gonna solve it now. Are you ready? Here we go. Listen to the testimony. Okay, we're
Wait,
gonna
hit
solve
the fast forward.
Oh yeah, we're gonna solve it.
Oh, that's not fast. All right.
Hanging basket added to clue. Cool.
Yes.
Gear. Okay, yeah, the gear. Of course. Coal. Of course. Yes.
Matt, how long is this
testimony?
demo? Oh wait.
Testimony of Elena.
Yesterday after dinner. You want to do Elena?
You could go for it. You're doing
My
great.
father went to the tavern as usual.
Uh-huh,
At about 8 o'clock after I finished my housework. It was about 2 hours before my father came back. So but he wasn't on top. I was frightened.
Which evidence is what? Oh, you have to pick one, I think.
I did a fart. That was an accident. I don't know. Freaking love.
Do the love. Oh. Which evidence contradicts Elena's
Oh no, it's a
testimony?
freaking footprints, bro. Circular imprints.
The circular trace, I don't really know.
Shut up then.
The corpse position.
No.
The
Footprints. The paradox is
Elena will destroy footprints.
no other footprints.
Yay!
We did it!
We solved the mystery.
There weren't any other footprints.
No, I don't overwrite my save. No, stop.
Yesterday, I opened the door. I was scared.
I'm trying to
Safety rope. Go up to the safety rope.
Why?
It's the safety rope. Just trust me on this. Okay.
What evidence contradicts her testimony?
Well,
the
it's
love.
the
It's
testimony.
the love.
It was not.
My mother's calling me. The episode's over. Goodbye.
Can we keep recording and like finish it?
I don't want to.
All right, fine. We're
I
done.
don't like it.
All right,
If you
we're
want
over.
to, you can go for it. You can do a solo episode.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, bye.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna freaking. I'm
you.
gonna freaking
Sorry.
finish this. It was the corpse position.
I hung up on my mom.
No.
No.
All right, about to leave it. I'm gonna solve the freaking mystery. Speed up. Fast forward. As you said, you saw the face of the dead in the door, and this is definitely what she can't do in the current position of the dead. Wait, what? This definitely is what she can't do in the current position of the dead. You saw the face of the dead in the door. Oh, she couldn't see the face. Calm down, man. As soon as I got up, I was pressed back to my seat by the thick claws of Tarzan. He's still so sensitive about the conflict between customers. 5 years ago, someone was fighting in his shop. He grabbed a man with only one paw and threw him across the street. This even attracted more customers. I still don't know what's on their mind. Are they all masochists?
Please excuse me, Mr. Hans. It's just my conjecture, after all.
Oh, okay.
But I would not choose a partner who would easily nervous if I were you.
Oh, scene investigations. Please click the place you want to investigate on the picture to collect evidence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Footprints, maybe? Footprints? Look at the wee-wee. Oh, you look at the wee-wee. The detective looked down at the miller's third leg. Townspeople all looked confused when the detective examined it inch by inch. Matt, I wish you were here. This game sucks. Ew, that's gross. I'll stop right there. Okay, the face maybe? The shoes? Oh. The detective looked close at his face. What? Wasn't his face. The process about how the case happened is also noteworthy. When it is impossible to infer the sequence of events, we should focus on the factors that change with time, such as weather. Quick Q&A! Please click the mobile icon to answer questions. Hans hung the miller, then Elena ended her father with a knife. The weapon was put back to the kitchen, together with other cookers, so no one noticed. Her own father? Probably not. No Wikipedia joke. What? What's the process of the crime? Deductive reasoning. Arrange the occurrences chronologically. Fill every room on the left side with one gen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What wooden wedge? Where did this even come from? And the suspect ran away after committing the crime. Done.
But your answer, one of the chips are in their position.
It'll help a lot if you arrange them by order. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. 6, 4, 1, 2, 5. One of them are in their position. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm gonna look up a freaking walkthrough for this. Is that it? Place my bet. 4 of the chips are in their position. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. 6, 2, 7. Yeah. Let's place our bet.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that was difficult. Shoutouts to The Siege on YouTube for figuring this out for me. Who's the criminal? I think it's obvious now. The criminal is...
What the freak is happening?
I have to accuse someone now, Matt.
Dude, I haven't been following. You were just gambling like 10 minutes ago.
I had to look up a walkthrough because they gave me 7 events and 5 spaces to make a chronological timeline. And the events were things like the rope left a mark in the snow, and it's like, did it leave a mark before it was tied to the miller's ankle and swung him into the air, or afterwards?
Did you figure out who done it?
The Siege on YouTube figured out that much. I don't know. I have to guess. I think it was both.
Well, look up The Siege on YouTube.
No, I only did it for the one. I've got this. It was both of them.
Guess.
It was both of them. It's a joint crime.
But they share the common benefits, and the operation of the trap needs cooperation.
Oh, okay, we're done. Bye.
Wait, no!
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, the whole picture of this case is crystal clear. How come you're so excited since you aren't the one who solved the puzzle? I'm excited for you, okay? So the whole story of the case.
I don't care.
Comic book time.
I don't care. Case playback.
Let's go, dude.
Oh my gosh, she's a little kawaii, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, keep clicking.
The Miller is a nice guy, but he's particularly picky about his daughter's marriage, especially
That was
against
so loud also, I'm sorry.
her relationship with the apprentice.
Yeah, I don't care.
But he couldn't stop their love from growing.
Daniel, I don't think you understand, this is already like 45 minutes.
I'm gonna speed up all of the
good.
stuff.
Good.
2 young people seized every moment they got to be together. Eager to be open to the public. They couldn't bear the Miller's denial of their love any longer, and this situation has been going on for a while. Dude, look at that freaking Miller over there.
He's eyeing him down.
You
He's
missed
like, yo.
You missed us examining the Miller's 3rd leg inch by inch. Just watch the video. All of the sudden, the Miller made an important decision.
What?
That is... What's he doing? What's he doing? What's happening?
Miller agreed to their marriage or he betrothed his daughter?
Wait, what's the difference?
Well, if they wanted to kill him, I'm guessing he didn't agree to their marriage.
That's fair. The Miller picked out a satisfied candidate among his daughter's followers and announced his decision to her.
I didn't know we were still gaming.
The Miller, who thinks he has arranged a good marriage. Naturally, his special generosity makes the acquaintances of the tavern extremely enthusiastic. Oh? They made the decision to kill the Miller then.
They were so enthusiastic.
They were supposed to escape overnight after they finished, but snow and another accident forced them to change their plan. Oh dang, dude. After the Miller went out, Hans tied a hanging knot with a safety rope and put them down from the 3rd floor of the maintenance basket.
I don't understand.
You missed a lot.
I don't speak this language.
By the way, the knot method used by the hanged murderers is also that knot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they tied it in like a noose, but put it on his foot.
Yeah, as one does.
Their original plan might have been for Elena to meet the Miller on the 1st floor, put the knot hanging from the windmill around his neck, and then pull the knot to send a signal to Hans and let him pull the rope up to hang the Miller.
Wow, that's so subtle.
But even the calmest people may betray their actions when they kill for the first time.
Wow, that was so metal.
About 10 o'clock, Hans, who was too nervous and loosed the rope in his hand, then dropped the knot in the snow, leaving the circular imprint.
Wow.
Also, it was only a circle. The rest of the rope did not leave an imprint, fun fact.
Sick.
Elena, who had just opened the door and was ready to greet her father, saw the knot fall to the ground and wanted to warn Hans to take it back. But the Miller had been very close. It would attract the Miller's attention if the knot was taken back.
Okay.
The murder would have failed in that way, but by sheer coincidence, the Miller took a step that changed the whole thing.
Wow. I think he stepped in
I'm pretty sure he stepped into it. He stepped into the knot by accident. This time, Hans just grasped the rope outside the maintenance basket when the Miller's paw moved forward in the snow. The rope was pulled. Whoop!
Oh no!
Hans felt the pull and instinctively pulled up the knot according to the other original plan, pulling the miller up by his ankle. The miller fell on the snow before he was pulled in the air, leaving the messy marks in front of his footprints as he struggled.
Okay, I just.
Hans hung the miller in the air, dare not to put him down, and let him struggle in the air. After a moment of struggle and cursing, the face of the miller changed from red to purple.
What?
He could not help scratching his chest, which is why there are scratch marks on his chest.
Okay, but why?
And his movement became smaller and smaller.
He just
until
got
it
hung
stopped.
upside down and said, well, guess I'll die.
Yeah, you missed it. Elegant was like, well, he was a fat, drunk man. He would
Oh, yeah, look at him.
The
so
shock,
fat.
he was actually kind of pudgy when we investigated his body and his penis.
We looked at his. What?
Yeah. Elena and Hans wanted to escape after this comedy of success, but finally decided to disguise the scene.
This comedy of success?
That's the old school form of comedy.
What does that mean?
Like the divine comedy.
Okay, anyways, carry on.
It means a story in which
I got it. Daniel,
okay.
I don't care. This episode's so long.
Matt, you wanted to solve the mystery. Be engaged.
I'm
Come
engaged.
on, Matt. Improv.
I'm already married. I don't need to be engaged.
After all, as long as they got rid of the suspicion of murder, they can inherit the mill. The reward for taking risks is extremely good. Hans tied the safety rope to the maintenance basket, pretending that it was the miller who tied it to the rope himself. It had snowed at this time. The rope tied to the fence has pushed down the snow of the fence, therefore snow on the right side of the rope.
Okay, cool.
He struck the windmill gear with a wooden wedge and made the windmill stop spinning. As the distant villagers saw the windmill stop, they would naturally think that the miller accidentally fell and died while repairing the windmill. This morning, it was sunny and windless. The windmill wouldn't spin even without the wooden wedge stuck in, and this was his chance to throw the wedge in the bread stove.
In the bread stove?
Then all he needed was just going back to the room and waiting until dawn. If you don't look closely at the scene, you would think that the miller died by accident.
Yeah.
You know,
no,
having to just have
quite a thing.
have a noose hanging around the mill.
Yeah. Oops.
Although it looks intriguing at first, it's actually a novice puzzle with many loopholes.
Wow.
Next time, I'll give the great detective Roman some more difficult puzzles. In the interval of waiting, the detective told everyone his inferences in the tavern, leaving the final decision to the villagers. The snow stopped. The detective opened the door of the snow-covered tavern. Stone pavement still covered by thick snow, and the detective set foot on the road.
It's late. It seems that there won't be more guests tonight. I'm gonna close my business now. If you need anything, please come to the third floor to find me.
Tarzan gave me an elegant room keys, closed the tavern, and went
Are
upstairs.
we done yet?
Oh, he's out. It's almost time for me to go upstairs. I'm afraid of being locked out by Tarzan if it's too late. There are 3 beds in the attic. Tarzan usually has 2 beds for himself.
I mean, he's a big man.
Having space to stretch his limbs. You missed the part where Tarzan's like, if people fight in my tavern, I just grab them with one hand and throw them outside.
I missed a lot, man.
Another bed is usually rented at a low price.
I was on the phone for like 20 minutes.
The acquaintance in accommodation with tight budgets such as anthrax. Oh my gosh, you were. Elegant and I sat at the same round table, staring at each other, speechless.
Same.
Is there anything else to do?
No! Go back
to your room. I was going to have relax, but I didn't expect to solve the puzzle for the whole evening. I may have a headache. I want to go back to my room and rest. I finished the rest of the beer.
Aren't you fasting? Oh, great detective, you can really drink a lot.
That's not spirit wine.
That's not spirit wine.
It doesn't matter to have some cups.
She's now Irish.
I pointed to the beer that she had only had a sip in front of her.
By the way, after hearing your reasoning, it's definitely not came from a drunkard.
Then I'll take it as a compliment.
Sick.
Well, free tips for you.
And I ride up my third leg.
I approached her and said, "Your choir clothes looks a bit abrupt in the tavern. It's also not the style of drinkers who don't drink at all. If you plan to stay here, I'm afraid you'll scare away the target of investigation." What? That seems like a good note to end it on.
Can you like make it spin?
Yeah.
Zoom into her? Okay. I hated that.